Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Capcom Cup finale weekend. We have an exciting exhibition here for you guys. Before we get everything underway, I'm James Chen.
What's up, everybody? I'm Ultra David. Yeah, I'm super excited for this. We're going to have an excellent Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo exhibition in Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Edition for you coming up.
That's right, and you can see the players on the stage right here. I mean, between these four guys, legends of Super Turbo.
Yeah, approximately 1,000 years of experience.
Exactly, and it's really awesome to see them here. I mean, see, these are one of the nice things about this is that, you know, we get to see a little bit of the history and see the players who have really paved the way for the fighting game community.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the very first gatherings of Street Fighter history was Battle by the Bay in San Francisco, and the grand finals in Alpha 2 came down to Alex Valle and John Choi, and we see Mr. Alex Valle right there on the screen right here. Of course, known for doing a lot of work for Wednesday Night Fights. There's Damn Die, one of the greatest scientists of Super Turbo. Here's Afro Legends, also from Southern California, probably the greatest boxer and DJ player here in the United States, one of the greatest players in the United States, period. Both Afro Legends and Damn Die were in the 25th anniversary event. And of course, Mr. John Choi, all the way here from Northern California, one of the greatest legends, 2 Street Fighter victories in one single Evo, just amazing all-around legend of a player.
And we'll get to that exhibition starting very soon.
Alex threatening with that super fireball. There it is. And there's no way out of that
Alex
throw
with a
tag.
fantastic
Beautiful
answer.
round.
This time he does get a jump in. Can't get hit here, that's going to be the round.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, you're dead.
Oh, great
just the jump in.
Stuck. Still alive in this.
Oh my God, the disrespect!
He just
What
threw
a
that.
fierce uppercut for Damn
my
Die!
days.
Coming back from the loser's bracket. Will it happen? Uppercut right down to the wire.
John Choi, ladies and gentlemen.
John Choi, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, some big damage going his way. A lot of blocked fireballs.
Oh!
Got him.
Nice.
Yeah, light.
The low. Oh, he connects. It's going to be the round. Oh, my goodness.
That was so much damage. Damn, that gets the knockdown. Cross up. Oh,
front
from
this
the
time.
front.
Stop.
Oh my God. Oh, there
He
it
is now.
is.
What a round from Damn Die. That was a classic ST Ryu round.
It's really exciting here to be able to witness a classic game like this, one of the first really true like competitive Street Fighter games here in Super Turbo. I'm really excited for this exhibition.
I know it's your favorite game. It's one of my all-time favorites, too. That's right, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. We're going to be starting off with John Choi versus Afro Legends.
That's right, but you know what? We've talked about how much of a legend a lot of these players are, and you know, John Choi is one of the players who hasn't been as much into the scene as recent. I mean, he's obviously helped run NorCal regionals and such, but you know, he has such a storied history, and you know what? We have a great opportunity to learn a little bit more about John Choi with this video coming up.
John Choi, yeah, it's kind of like, you know, 2 old guys busting out the chessboard.
Oh, he's a legend.
Just calculating, doesn't take any crazy risks. Like in contrast, you have Alex, who is a more riskier rushdown style.
He's very composed, but his zoning is crazy though. He has the crazy zoning for the fireballs in the game right now. Like he just fireball, but then he knows when to stop and just tiger uppercut or dragon punch and sweeps it are on point, you know.
I mean, we've gone back and forth for so many years, so it's you can kind of predict the outcome, but it's still great to see.
He's just really solid all around it. So he's one of the favorites to win it all tomorrow for sure.
He's just just a legend.
It's great. Like we're great friends, and it's an honor to like keep this rivalry going for everybody to see.
And there we go. You can tell he's old school because he's sitting on the floor and he's got his joystick that is older than some of the players that are in Capcom Cup Top 8, I think.
Yeah, I think that's actually a true story, by the way. So it's going to be, just so you know, it'll be 2 out of 3 per set. and it's going to be a round-robin event, which is fascinating. We'll get to look at each of these players against each other. If there's a tiebreaker, just to let you know, we'll be looking at games 1.
Yep, and we can start right away here with old Sagat from Choi. That is definitely his character of pick. Ooh, but Afro Legends is with that Balrog, and Afro Legends, you know, just recently has been coming back and playing a lot of events. He was at SCR, so he's definitely a little less rusty, I would imagine, than John right now.
Yeah, but for John, what does rust even matter? This fireballs and uppercuts are in his bones. They run through his blood. I don't know what rust even means for him.
Yeah, I mean, that you heard it in the video, but there's probably no person on the planet, in my opinion, that has probably ever been better at throwing fireballs.
I think you're right. I absolutely think you're right, even today. So he's got some space for himself right now. This is a really volatile matchup. As soon as Boxer gets the super, he's playing a little mini game over there by himself. And as soon as he's got it, Sagat has to respect it a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly.
So you see him now, he's throwing fewer fireballs.
Yep,
okay.
And he was just waiting for that. Now he's baited that out, so all he has to do is just knock him a screen away again and back to this range. Yeah.
There it is, just controlling the stage, just like that. Perfect understanding of what's coming and when.
Yep, old Sagat, man. What a terror of a character. But you know what? Balrog is going to launch himself. Ow, okay. You know what? That was going to do plenty damage by itself. But now being very careful with those. And
here we go. Bad situation now for John.
Super is ready to go.
Oh, that's going to do it. Well, that was supposed to have been super right there, but no big deal. The jab ends up taking it.
It works. No, that's what Afro Legends meant. Absolutely. Just dash, whiff, and jab. You even remember there was the one year, the first year that Daigo tried to learn Evil Ryu in Street Fighter 4. And he switched from Ryu to Evil Ryu. And he faced John Choi at Evo. And John Choi played regular Ryu and beat Daigo. He basically eliminated him just by throwing fireballs.
Exactly.
All right. Wow. Charged all the way to 4. Yeah, I mean, this is an interesting matchup. Like, it's really about finding your ways in and then getting the meter and then being scary for Balrog.
Well, this is a really bad spot. John's been caught in the corner every time. It's not uncommon in the matchup, but still, you kind of expect him to control stage a little bit better before he gets there. And yet, Afro's been able to get into the corner each time. Again, it's 2 out of 3, so this is match point right now for Afro Legends.
All right, well, this is what Choi wanted, but I'm not sure what that jump punch was there. That might have been a little bit of an execution error.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Probably would help if you switched to, you know, modern square game.
No way, that would hurt for sure.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, here he goes. He's got the grab. Choi was looking for super. It didn't come. Was grab instead. Again. Terrible saw. Oh, he jumps out perfectly. Goes for the sweep. He wants to pressure a little bit. At least control the stage as he jumps backwards.
Probably just went for the sweep instead of like a bigger combo, scared to stick his leg into Balrog and get hit.
The timing. He's in there. There you go.
Throw.
It's really hard to safe jump against Sagat, but he did it, and he got it. It's a clean 2-0 for Afro Legends over John Choi. So we're going to have John staying there. Like, it takes a lot of work for him to sit down on the floor and then to stand up again. You know how those old bones go.
Yeah, I mean, you know, shout outs to, you know, Peter Kang, you know, making old man noises when we get up and everything. You know,
yeah, for sure.
You know, kind of thing. So he's going to chill there for a little bit, and we're going to take his next opponent up there up to the stage, and that, of course, is going to be Damdai, who's not true old school. He's kind of like that second generation Super Turbo player, but again, one of the best scientists of the game, studied so much and made a whole bunch of videos before on like a lot of the higher level tech in Super Turbo. So
let's take a little look at some history of Damdai.
Damdai definitely has all the fundamental gifts that all the legends have, right? He plays old Ryu, right? He doesn't need the super. He just speaks you straight up.
One word reactions. He has crazy reactions. He can like. You can do like a low sweep it, and he'll sweep you back. He just jumps over your fireball like instantly, like at the craziest times, you know. He's not fancy, but he plays Street Fighter to the T, just basic, but it works, you know. It works for him. He wins all the time, so.
He's probably the #1 North American supporter for Super Turbo. You know, I admire that because I've played all the Street Fighters. I have my favorites, but nobody can take that away from him. So Damdai, shout outs to you for like keeping the Super Turbo scene strong.
So when you talk about the old school, you're talking, the maximum old school is 25 years old.
Right.
But it's not as if Damdai hasn't been playing for most of ST's competitive life. Because he has at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
For the last 15 years, he's been one of the best in North America and in international exhibitions as well, international tournaments as well.
Yeah, and keep in mind, remember, he came in second at CEO for the Tournament of Legends. You know, there was the $7,000 on the line there. He finished second just to Nuki on a completely miracle lightning leg of death right there.
Crazy last second random high damage.
Yeah, but for the 25th anniversary for the 25th anniversary year, we had that tournament with spanning 3 games there. Damdai was able to take that event. So he's always been an amazing player at this game.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're looking for a couple of old characters here in Super Turbo. You can select an older version, which is more or less based on the Super Street Fighter 2 version.
And one of the reasons why Damdai picks him, there is a glitch in this game where anything that hits on the first frame, there's a 50-50 chance that it's unblockable.
Yeah.
And that's Ryu's Air Tatsu is unblockable that way.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no, it's supposed to have been a fireball for sure, but actually it ends up working out.
Yeah, well,
or maybe he was super genius and used it to move forward.
I mean, in those situations, when you see the uppercut, if it's the light one, you have to throw a fireball right away to punish it, right? And so that's what Choi was expecting it to be. So he threw the tiger shot, but it turned out to be the heavy one.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't work out as either one intended, really. But okay. For
Wasn't
Damdai,
what Damdai planned, but
that's more of what you want in that situation right there. So old Ryu, very invincible uppercuts. That's nice. You'll notice neither of them has a super. Neither one can tech throws or soften throws. That's how old characters work.
Yep. Oh yeah, walking back to scroll the screen so he will land on the fireball.
I really think John was looking for the jump and he didn't get the anti-air. Here's Damdai now, pressuring.
Okay, there's that Air Tatsu, hitting at that awkward angle on the particularly tall Sagat. Oh, he's getting
Not there. There it is, though. He walks up and he finds the down medium kick into fireball.
Max range, crouch, medium kick, fireball, 2-hit combo.
Wow, crazy. Can you believe they let that happen? A lot of people will go to new Ryu. Well, I mean, few people play old Ryu in the way that he does anyway, but a lot of people prefer new Ryu in this matchup because he has super. Can be useful against what you got. That's just not how Damdai plays.
Yeah, he's always kind of been an old Ryu kind of player. Oh, look at this choice.
Here we go. He's going to fight fire with fire.
Yeah.
Red fireballs, blue fireballs.
Yeah. And Choi, like I said, with Ryu, is probably one of the scariest players. I always remember talking to Chris T, and he said that Choi really taught him a lot about footsies because he beat Chris one time with just fireball in Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, dude. I really feel like he's missing these dragon punches. Damdai, as a result, is at match point.
All right.
Damdai's been able to move around where he wants, been able to control the range. Oh, he jumps in. Again, that down fierce, you got to think that was something else.
Not quite stunned just yet.
Okay. He melts.
Yeah, but you know what, Super Turbo, I've always said the comeback mechanic in Super Turbo is Super Turbo, but it is not happening there. John Choi goes down to Damdai. John Choi, of course, you know, I think he got that crouch fierce because he was trying the cross cut.
Oh,
right?
yeah, okay.
Yeah, the cross cut.
For sure.
You know, trademark John Choi.
Look at that joystick right there.
I know, right? And it's, you know, the posture, sitting with the legs so that you're holding the joystick in place.
This is how lots of us used to play. I used to play in the same way. Just over the years, I kind of moved away from it. So did many of us, but he's still there.
There was like a qualifier for a team tournament in Los Angeles, and for the Los Angeles area, I wanted to qualify on there, and it took place like in a parking area. There was oil on the floor. And I couldn't sit on the floor. So you couldn't sit. And so I had to learn how to play in a chair.
That's why. Yeah. Man, what an FGC reason why.
Yeah, exactly right. But of course, going up against Vi next, and you know, Vi is this is a storied rivalry. These guys have played each other in 7,000 bazillion matches, right? So let's see what some of the players have to say about Mr. Alex Vi.
Valiant, I used to play him all the time. He lives like down the street from me, pretty much. He's very, what's the word? He's very aggressive in your face.
RTSD, that's his thing. I feel like I'm good at countering rushdown. I know rushdown tends to work more against, when you have a style like me and Choi, which is more reactionary. You know, we wait for the other player to do things before we do things. So a rushdown style kind of plays into our style.
If you sit back and you wait too much, then he reacts, he thinks about it, you know, being in your face constantly, and make the people before he does, you know. So it's a good thing for a guy. It doesn't feel good at all. So hopefully I won't be in the receiving end tomorrow.
You know, they keep talking about Vi's rushdown style. I was just talking to some of the other players like Justin earlier, and it's really interesting how the best player of a region defines the region because he was so rushdown oriented. Everyone in SoCal like played this rushdown style, you know, whereas like Eddie Lee in New York was defensive and he made everybody defensive there. But Vi definitely known for that aggression, and it looks like Choi is just gonna go Ryu from the get-go.
Okay,
here.
all right. Well, he's got the corner for himself. No Dragon Punch, he blocked instead.
I've typically seen him go with Old Sagat versus Vi.
Yeah.
But not in this situation here.
Well, he's got the control again. John Choi there in the darker blue. And you can definitely tell what the players were talking about. Alex does want to move forward. John is fine holding his position. And even though they're using the same character, they have very different mindsets.
Oh, yeah. You can always tell which one of them is playing. Just, I mean, look at that.
The timing, he was expected to walk up. That's not what happened. Instead, Alex jumped.
Yeah, so Vi did that crouch and uppercut and jumped forward right away. And it's just, man, you know, you just don't expect that.
Right.
It's so hard to, and then all the
Look at that spot.
With the fireball.
Yeah.
Oh.
Really holding the right position right there. He jumps forward himself.
Okay, nice.
First time in a while. Okay, a couple of missed hurricanes.
Yeah.
Here you go.
There
Got
we
him
go.
on
But,
the
you
ground.
know,
This is
Choi
exactly,
was
this
ready
is his
for it,
office.
yeah.
He's setting up. Got him. That was a KO situation.
Yeah, that was guaranteed death right there. And Choi was ready for it. He says, you know, if you reversal uppercut, I'm just going to walk up and punish.
And if you block, that was it as well. Sancho moving forward. I feel as we're watching here, he's regaining some of his strength. Look at that positioning. This is all about convincing the opponent that they cannot move.
Again, as I mentioned, Choi was one of the only players to ever win 2.
He jumped? Okay. So John Choi jumped twice in that game. It's not often.
Yeah, and you know what? But that's the thing. That's how the fireball game works in Super Turbo, which is always really interesting because the fireball is such a powerful tool. Yet, if you jump over it, you can do so much damage to Ryu, right? So you really just, it's a really interesting jump over the fireball game that's so prevalent that I don't feel like exists in a lot of the other fighting games.
Yeah. He walked under. Okay, very surprising right there. John Choi patient. Alex would love to set up the approach here. Look at the whiff
Yeah, I
punish.
know, exactly. The footsies in this game.
Okay, now Alex is the one who has this spot. He didn't want to keep it for long. He wants to go in.
Whiffs a jump attack right into landing uppercut.
No anti-air. That could have been the round. Instead, John survives. Overhead.
Oh, yeah,
he got
that's
the
a combo. And he's going to try to chip him, but look at that, a jump back, no uppercut from Vi. And
I got to think that was supposed to have been walk forward Dragon Punch.
Yeah, or even just walk forward low, like sweep or something like that, and it just, the Super Gathering Spark doesn't pause the game long enough. You can actually just get caught off guard by that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, Alex moving in.
Beautiful sweep. Oh, but again, a nice jump and max damage combo for Choi. And now
Already got
Choi-
super.
Yeah, Choi's got that super locked and loaded.
It
Got
hits
him.
all the way through.
Yeah, if Ryu is mid-screen, it's not going to hit all the way through, but if his back is all the way against the wall, then he can't slide backwards there. Vi unable to punish that with Hurricane in the air just yet, but now he's got that corner position, which is great for him.
He was happy to give it up. John Choi's in big trouble.
Yeah, just using that Tatsu to just kind of get a little bit of distance out of the...
No anti-air again?
They both got supers.
Okay, is that it? Yes, it is.
Oh, man.
Alex gets the game.
It's just about to, you know, about the no anti-air. I was like, oh, man, old man, the reactions are down. No, but then
Damn.
that super comes out. Oh, yeah, he still got it. Vi still got it.
For sure.
You know, this guy plays at the Wednesday Night Fights. You know, he obviously runs Wednesday Night Fights in Orange County as part of the Level Up series, and he plays in that tournament every week. So he's always making sure he schools his nephews, as he calls
That's
them.
right. John caught in the corner now. He's trying to find a way out. The goal of this fireball trap is to not let the opponent think there's a way out. There always is. You got to look for the right spot.
Exactly. And it's like I said, it's crazy because if you jump over fireball, you do so much damage, and yet you see like 90,000 fireballs tossed, and you know, very few times
Super!
Jump over.
Not dead yet.
Oh, he tried to back away.
And he tried to fireball, but Alex was in there with the down medium kick beforehand. It's match point Alex Vi right now. Could John Choi go winless in this exhibition? What do you think about that?
It's definitely a possibility with how good the...
Oh my God. Shout out to ST.
I hope they patch that out. No, I'm kidding. What are patches back in this day, man? Okay, got over there. Oh, look at that whip. And now jump from the front, and then
He threatened
the
with
stagger,
the super.
and he staggered. You saw the little bounce up and down.
That was
Yeah,
definitely a threat right there, and John Choi expected the super to come out. Instead, it was the walk-up throw. John Choi goes winless in this exhibition.
Yeah, but again, always great to see this guy at events like this. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
I basically only get to see him like once a year at NCR, you know, but he is definitely a legend and just a wonderful person as well. I could go on for hours on stories on things that he sacrificed for. You know, when Japanese players used to come and visit, he would be the one responsible for booking them the rooms and taking them on vacations and doing all this out of his own pocket and all these things like that. So wonderful, wonderful member of the fighting game community. Just overall upstanding guy, John Choi. So shout outs to John Choi.
All right, well, Choi is done for this exhibition, so we're going to have Alex continue to sit there, and we're going to have Afro Legends coming up to play.
Afro Legends definitely reminds me of a young me because very, very aggressive in the character choices that he picks. He plays Balrog, right? He also plays DJ, so he has like a rush down, and then he also has a zoning character.
It's interesting that he was mentored by Vi because I would not consider I would not consider Jason Afro Legends Rushdown. Against me personally, he always uses DJ, and he's very zone heavy with DJ, very patient. His trait is, I guess I would say machine-like, just so good. I can't even think of the words to say. He's just incredible.
He definitely took the reins of the best SoCal player in Super Turbo and probably one of the best in the world now.
You know, one of the interesting things about Afro Legends, he mentioned he lived like down the street from Vi. When Vi first learned about him and found out how good he was, like he just made it his own personal mission to like go and train Afro Legends to become.
I remember the post on shoryuken.com where Afro Legends posted up. Nobody knew who he was, and he posted up, "I'm the best. Nobody's gonna beat me." And then it actually turned out that he was kind of good. We had seen 1,000 of those posts,
right? Exactly.
And they were all garbage. But he actually was a super strong player, and yeah, he and Vi trained a lot together, and Vi is a big part of why Afro Legends has become one of the best Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo players.
There was one day I remember too, I was actually at Vi's place when these two were practicing, and Afro Legends blew up Vi's Ryu like so badly, like it just made the fight look almost impossible for Ryu. It was pretty crazy, and I guess maybe that's one of the reasons why Vi is going to go with old Sagat instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very aggressive in terms of throwing fireballs right now. You can even see the difference in aggression between him and John in throwing fireballs, right? It's not just moving forward. So active.
Yeah, and again, you know, not to just try to be in, you know, the walk up and uphill snow in all these directions and all these things like that, but I miss games where just throwing special moves was like the main thing, you know?
Okay, just like that, it could be dead.
Okay, yeah. Look at that patience.
Patiently,
Yeah.
he can't. There it was. If Afro Legends had blocked that stand short, it would have been canceled into a fireball.
Right.
That would have been the round.
Yeah, so he had to try something.
He had to try something. Yeah, he probably tried headbutt, but it didn't have the charge.
Yeah. Okay.
So for a boxer, it's all about trying to move forward while building that meter. That orange bar down on the bottom left is a big part of this. Here we go.
Oh, man.
He was already committed.
Oh, I think Afro Legends might have tried to do stand jab in the super, but just missed it.
I think you're right, too.
Wow. Okay, look at
So
these
this more aggressive fireball style for Alex is really paying off. Takes the first game.
Wearing the cool little throwback shirt there to the amazing Street Fighter 2 Super Nintendo art.
That's right, yeah. Totally made sense.
I mean, I think it was probably like a premonition for like season 2 of Street Fighter 5.
No anti-air right there from Alex. He finds himself in the corner. Like I said, that's really common in the matchup.
Oh, jeez, there's that headbutt. And remember, Balrog's headbutt is more invincible than anybody else's uppercut, except for old Ryu and old Ken. Yeah, he's trying to do the low jabs into super.
Right.
He's missed it a couple of times. He's actually not doing the stand jab version. He's trying to do the Ren the Kara cancel version, which sounds way more complicated than it probably should.
Yeah, well, it's not easy to do either.
Yeah. Basically, you're actually chaining into another jab, but with canceling it during its startup.
Oh, here we go. Bad spot right now for Alex.
Oh, trying to go for the throw.
grab.
Yeah.
And then Alex, I'm not sure what he wanted right there, but whatever it was not to get swept. That's the game, Afro Legends.
Again, both of these guys hailing from Westminster in California, in Southern California, really close to where, you know, Southern Hills Golfland, you know, was, and that's where Vi dominated. That was his roost, basically.
1-1. Backing off is Alex. He'd love to get some fireballs out, but the way that Afro's been moving around, that's just been very tough.
Oh, God, the
super.
4.
Oh, man, the 4.
The 4.
The 4 turnaround punch, a ton of damage on that, and now it's match point Afro Legends.
Yep. That's one of those strategies. I mean, that's what Balrog does for Sagat, for Guile, for Dalsum, is just try to charge that turnaround punch. And if you can get that trade, that's amazing.
Huge, yes.
Now here's that pressure, and doesn't even need them.
Oh, yeah, got him.
There we go, yeah.
He walks out of the corner, doesn't want to be there. Afro's looking for the jump. He just walks up and grabs.
Oh, yeah, good stuff to Afro.
And that was perfectly timed. You can't throw somebody immediately like that just as they're recovering from the flip, but he did it just right at the right time.
And so there you go. So Afro Legends currently remaining undefeated. Vi is now 1-1, but he's going to be going up against Damdai next. So those two are going to be going up against each other now. So.
Exactly right. Yeah. So we'll save. Alex versus Damdai. That's right. Yeah.
And then at the end will be Damdai versus Afro Legends, which I think is a really cool way to close it out because, again, those two are kind of like the current Super Turbo rivals right now, you know, for all the events. And also, by the way, shout-outs, I really have to take the time to give shout-outs to the Tournament of Legends crew out there. You know, a lot of these guys doing great things for Super Turbo. We have David Babona up in Canada, and, of course, Eugene and Tanya in Southern California. Bob Painter, another old school guy, kind of started the ball rolling and had a whole bunch of people help with that as well. So shout outs to those guys. And if you really want to know about current Super Turbo goings on, just tweet at one of us and we'll direct you to the right way to go. So.
Exactly right. Yeah, happy to do so. Also check out Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Edition, available for lots of platforms. You can,
all the platforms.
Yeah, you can play. Let's play, man.
Get it on the Switch and play it on the airplane.
You know that's what I do.
And so we have Damdai seated down here right now. I'm going to go up against Vi. Classic East Coast, West Coast rivalry here. I mean, the funny thing is, like, even though John Choi and Vi were from the same coast, that was the NorCal-SoCal rivalry.
Oh, yeah, things were smaller back then. That NorCal-SoCal rivalry was huge.
Yeah.
Here we go. Well, it's already Damdai into the corner. Alex trying to fight from it.
Oh, good jump in timing, and yeah, too far away to do anything else except for sweep.
You got a little antsy there. Out of the corner.
Okay.
If he can build some super, maybe credible.
Oh, yeah, only... okay.
It was a little late. Yeah, I like the freezing that Damdai did. He had to stand short as a way to bait. Alex was just a little unsure how to move after that.
Yeah, the pace of this game obviously is so fast that a lot of times you really can just get caught by surprise by so many things, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of thinking in advance in the game. One or two steps ahead.
Good trade on that. But unfortunately does get knocked down. It was the red fireball. Ryu's red fireball knocked down at point blank ranges, and it's really kind of good.
Yeah, pretty good.
No question why it never came back.
Alex, yeah, he baited a Dragon Punch. How many times, though? Can he do this? Damdai expected it right there. No!
He wanted the uppercut. He had the perfect bait right there.
That or super.
Yeah.
There were a couple of down forwards beforehand. Neither one amounted to much. It's Damdai taking the first game.
Definitely not going to switch characters.
No, yeah.
I mean, he could go with old Sagat if he wanted to, but Vi definitely, I think, prefers the Ryu.
Okay, Alex with the knockdown. He gets out of the corner at least. Slight delay. He's really presenting different spots. Damdai saw the range perfectly.
Oh,
look at that!
Oh, he waited for the second poke to whip punish.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Anti-air was perfect as well. Damdai's really playing well right now as he's at match point.
Yeah, like I said, this guy definitely has not stopped playing this game ever. In fact, he practiced a ton for the Tournament of Legends finals that was at Canada Cup this year. So, you know, that wasn't that long ago. So he is definitely on his game right now.
Alex trying to find some moment to move in. Dealing some damage. That's credible at least.
Yeah, well, Damdai did say, he's more calculated and Vi is a little more wild. But it looks like his calculated pace right now is working out for him. Though he is down in this round right now. But again, it doesn't take much to make a comeback in this game.
Right, yeah, just a couple of hits. Alex will win on the next hit if he finds the right one. There it is.
Oh, he thought he had the cross-up, but he just missed it. Especially on a crouching Ryu, too. Crouching characters are much easier to cross up, but just wasn't at the right range.
Alex waiting. Both of them similar ideas, but Alex jumps forward at exactly the right spot. He's got the corner. We've seen him give it up in the past.
Oh, he could have uppercutted right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't. Oh, you saw him pumping that.
Ah, nice. Because of that wall right there, as you were saying earlier, Ryu was just stuck.
Yeah, once again, I mean, it's interesting because, you know, in Super Turbo, in a lot of the modern games, if you do, you know, fireball motions and keep doing them over and over and over again, you can hit a button and the super will come out. It doesn't work that way in Super Turbo. If you do it twice and then like a third time, it doesn't register. It's literally you have to do the double motion and then double motion and then double motion. So for a good job to Vi to actually get that super out in time. Oh, wow, interesting. Not an uppercut there. I thought it was going to come by. Oh, that actually could have comboed, but just missed it. I love that empty jump in the sweep.
All right, look at these.
This is the Vi stuff. Oh!
Yeah, even in mid-screen, you can mix things up. It's not just on a knockdown. The jump timing was perfect, but nothing else.
Right, and I don't think he meant to do jab into uppercut. I think that was supposed to just be jab, uppercut.
For sure. Match point, damn die.
But again, you know, like I said, one of the things about the Super Turbo that's so different than a lot of the other Street Fighter games is that you expect a lot of errors that happen. Like when you play the game, you make mistakes and you just shrug it and keep going. You know?
Look at this spacing.
Oh my God!
No cancel, and then
he
no
thought he was on the other side.
DP.
Yeah. But that, just like that, he's now in the life lead, but then gets knocked down. So here comes Damn Die, goes for the tick throw, but of course New Ryu can tech the throw. Oh, he was trying to go for something tricky.
Oh, that might be it. That's it.
Yeah.
Damn Die takes it 2-1.
So Damn Die is now undefeated, and Vi finishes at 1-2. So Damn Die and Afro Legends are both undefeated. And guess what?
Guess what?
Guess what? We get to play the one match that will determine everything here. It is going to be Damn Die versus Afro Legends, both of them 2-0. And I have a funny feeling that this is not going to be much of an exhibition match because I think there's a little bit of pride on the line here.
They got some real skin in the game, huh?
Yeah, like I said, Afro Legends took second place to Damn Die at the 25th. You know, and then at the Tournament of Legends just this past year, I believe Afro Legends placed higher than Damn Die did. So, you know, there's definitely a rivalry. This is like the extension of the Super Turbo rivalry, you know. So really excited to see these two guys go against each other. And you can see Afro Legends, truly old school style as well, playing on the floor.
It's not great for the neck, but it really keeps that stick still. It gives you that feeling of the old strong arcade cabinets, right? There's no movement in that joystick.
That's right. I just want to remind people as well. So so these two have already basically, there was going to be a grand finals match. So these two have qualified for that. They're going to play this. This is the round robin match. And then they will play a 3 out of 5 grand finals match after. So we got a double dose of Damn Die versus Afro Legends. So I'm actually kind of cool. I'm happy about that. So, okay. And this is going to be some great matches here. Like I said, these two very competitive. And honestly, you know, with players like Choi and Vi not playing as much, a lot of the old school Super Turbo players, you know, not being as focused into it, like Jason Cole, 2-time Evo champion and stuff like that. These two really are considered the best in the United States. And it's always down to these two. And if you ask anybody, I don't think they could pick between the two because, you know, they're so closely, you know, in skill. They're so close in proximity of skill level, and they beat each other so many times. So I really feel like this is the appropriate way to finish off this exhibition.
One of the nice things about 30th anniversary, picking your stage.
Oh, yeah.
Not something you could do in the original game. That's nice because some of the stages go a little bit faster or a little bit slower than others.
Yeah. And one of the reasons why Afro Legends is going to go with DJ in this fight is that Balrog actually has a tough time dealing with that 50-50 unblockable. Yeah. And, you know, we always have those situations where, you know, it's a 50-50, but for some reason when Damn Die plays, it feels more like an 80-20 or something like that.
Well, even if you block it, you're still in a bad spot.
Right, exactly.
Like, there's still another mix-up afterward to deal with.
But, you know, if they can't block it, even better.
Right, of course, if you're Ryu, yeah.
And yeah, this is what you're going to expect to see, a very strong fireball war here. Of course, DJ is a charge character, so he can't keep up with Ryu's fireball. So every once in a while, Afro Legends has to break that. Yeah. Ryu can throw fireballs.
Okay. Landed on him. Look at the time, too. 14 seconds left. It starts.
Oh, the trade.
Went right underneath.
Nice. Smart play right there from Afro Legends.
Okay, I like the anti-air.
And again, that trade.
Corner.
Yeah, but you can see even that on that slide trade, you know, Afro Legends comes out with the advantage in that situation. Oh no!
Tried to meet him in the sky rather than DP.
Yeah.
And now we have Afro Legends controlling
yeah.
things. That is such a strong button right there. That down strong has an amazing hitbox on it.
DJ's buttons don't have the range, but they have the priority, basically.
At risk.
Oh!
Okay, in there.
Oh, again!
Well,
See?
down strong, right?
Telling you, that button is so good.
It really is. Yeah, he has some of the strongest hitboxes in the game, especially that spot right there. That button, down medium kick, excellent, excellent tools.
Yeah, it was always funny because like that 50-50 unblockable that we were talking about, there was a great article, I don't know if I have a link to it still, but where they had a conversation with all the developers and he explained exactly why it happens. And it's, after I read that, I was like, that's so cool.
Yeah, yeah, it's new Ryu.
Okay, damn.
So it might have been the damn guy was expecting a boxer pick.
Yeah, you're right.
Beginning.
Of course, New Ryu just has so many more tools, overheads, the rocket punch, the super, yeah, jump strong, juggles, you know.
And look at this spot. You see how surgically precise that location is right there? It's such a safe and strong position. And all of that damage on block or on hit didn't even matter. It was because of that positioning.
Yep. Oh boy, yeah. Smart using that standing heavy punch, you know, normal anti-airs with good hitboxes. It's been happening since the beginning.
Even still, you don't see that very often.
Yeah. It's definitely one of the more new school kind of tactics right there. Just hitting that fierce to catch even behind your head. Proximate normals, baby. Now back to the fireball zone in here.
Damn, I hoping to bait Afro Legends a little bit, but it's been rare that Afro Legends has jumped at an unwise timing. He took a risk right there, but he was right.
Oh, that could have comboed after that standing medium kick, but it did not.
So now Danbai has a positioning away at least. He's got some work to do here. Afro Legends just jumping right over. That's gonna do it. I think that's supposed to have been Fireball.
Yeah, but he jumped over the Fireball at the last second. I think the Fireball was still on the screen, so he couldn't throw another one. So the game was like, oh, well, then I'll make you uppercut instead. And sure enough, yeah.
It's match point Afro Legends.
And again, but this is the first set between these two. This is just the round robin portion. We're going to have one grand finals match, and it will be between these two again.
This positioning again comes into play.
Just far enough so that you can't super through the Fireball and punish in time, most likely. Ooh, that was dangerous. Afro could have supered right there. Ooh, okay.
Get some chip.
Remember, when they activate the super, it eats the opponent's inputs either, so you can't just react to it with your own super or just your own moves.
He waited for it, the Watson anti-air.
Yep.
And there's the hit. Okay, Afro Legends. Is that a tie?
No, I heard no.
Who died?
And Ryu did not fall in the death arc. He fell in the sweep arc. So there you go. It is 1-1.
Wow, as close as it gets.
And I'm glad you did mention, you know, the Watson right there, because obviously Mr. Mike Watson, one of the greatest players of this old school era as well. Such a strong player of Super Turbo. Man, you can't get another player with just like that kind of fundamentals at an old school game like this.
Right now, not only are Afro Legends and Damdai tied in games, they're also tied in percentages won in terms of overall games.
Oh, really?
Yeah, wins and losses. Not just sets, but in games.
Nice. Well, look at this.
This is for all the marbles right now. And now since it's new Ryu, he goes to boxing.
Yep, exactly. Not worried about that unblockable here, so he's going to try to take this. Oh, yeah. He's so good at doing that, anticipating when the guy wants to jump.
Uh-oh.
Okay, fancy times.
Uh-oh. Okay, Damdai gets away, but he's still got to be pretty scared. At any moment, a super could come. It doesn't juggle correctly.
But you know the headbutt. There's nothing
super,
you can do.
And he's in there.
There was nothing. Nothing Damdai could do.
If Ryu had done a Dragon Punch, he would have lost anyway. There's more invincibility on the headbutt, so it's match point now for Afro Legends.
Oh, jeez. Headbutt going through Fireball, so good. And that light headbutt right there, the way it goes through Fireballs, it makes it really hard for Ryu to punish it. It's better than jumping over a Fireball. Balrog actually has better ways around the Fireball than like the majority of the cast because of that. Oh, okay, try to catch Damdai.
Nothing there. Damdai gets a little bit of space for himself. It actually does hit.
Oh, man. Oh, he could have gotten a bigger combo off of that, but the jumping hit stun in this game is very short.
Yeah.
Very, very short, so might not have actually been able to combo off of that jump attack. It was jump medium.
Again, it's down to the very final round between these two to see who takes the exhibition before we get to the playoffs.
Yep. So basically, the first bragging rights, who gets the
Yeah,
win in the round robin.
Exactly.
I'd be sick if they both won, both of them. You know,
We'll
like
see.
one each. Oh,
Here comes
gets
Afro
right
Legends
there,
in the corner. He's threatening with super.
Oh,
Okay,
so
or
yeah.
dash upper.
That's why you're so scared.
He walked all
You're
the way
just
in.
so scared of this super.
Super, and it hits as well, and that's gonna do it. Afro Legends takes the round robin.
So that super hit mostly just because of those throws that he threw in there right beforehand. It got Damdai worried about a third throw, and then Afro Legends gets him there. But now that they have completed the round robin, Afro Legends has won that one 3-0. But now they're going to play a grand finals playoff for with a 3 out of 5. I'm sorry, it was 2-0, and then.
It was.
Oh, he was 3-0 in record. That's right.
In terms of matches played, he was 3-0. Damdai was 2-1.
Yes. But now they got to play a 3 out of 5 grand finals. Like I said, I'm all hyped for more Damdai Afro Legends.
Oh, of course. Yeah, but before we get to that, let's take a look at the points tally, which we have right here. So John Choi went 0-3. Alex Valle 1-2. And then as we just saw, it was decided by that last match, Afro Legends 3-0 and Damdai 2-1. And in games, that's in matches, in games, Afro Legends went 6-2 and Damdai 5-3. So that last game they played, that was the decider.
Nice.
So the finals, Afro Legends and Damdai again.
Again, these two players very familiar with each other now. Have played each other a lot.
Of course, of course.
You know, there's definitely a strong rivalry there, but also you got to imagine just a huge amount of mutual respect for each other as well.
So now since it's a new set, they get to play this game of which character do you start with first again. You got to think it's a blind pick, which means that you don't know which character the other one's going to pick first. You just have to kind of pick on your own. We'll see.
Yeah, you can see they're both kind of just waiting there a little bit. Well,
unless they didn't call
first.
Yeah, unless they didn't call blind pick, that's up to them.
Yeah, so I would imagine Afro Legends is going to go. I'm sorry, Damdai's going to go with regular Ryu, and he certainly does. So.
All right, we'll see.
Going with that Champion Edition color there, Ryu. So, you know, in a weird way, already inherently Damdai with a slight advantage.
Well, it's the matchup he wants.
See right there again, that jump kick might not have been able to combo well into a landing attack.
Jumping not easy as Ryu in this matchup.
Man, but Afro Legends has had amazing jump timing so far, but now he's got the super on deck. And remember,
can he make it in there? Punish, not quite.
Oh, and a perfect
Jumping
timing
over.
for the jump. And one thing I want to mention to everybody is that in the old school Street Fighter 2 games, once your life dropped down to a certain level, every chip does exactly a pixel. Like, it's not a percentage for the whole life bar. Once it gets to a certain level, it's only a pixel no matter what.
Here's an attempted corner cage by Damdai, but it just didn't work out quite well. And Afro Legends, as a result, moving forward, pushing Damdai to the corner, just like that, all the way into the corner. Cross-up attempted.
Okay, gets a throw, and now, you know, he's got,
That's it, Damdai was hoping that there would be something from Afro Legends beforehand that the Dragon Punch could get through, but he just was off on the timing. Just a mix-up in timing right there.
Yeah, but as soon as that whiff uppercut came out, you throw that super, enough invincibility that even though Ryu landed and didn't get hit by the super off of the uppercut, there was no time for Ryu to pull off anything else to get through and save himself. So that was a smart decision from Afro Legends right there. Okay, now he goes back to old Ryu. Okay.
Okay.
He never really got a chance to set up any of those unblockables on Afro Legends. Well, let's see if he tries. Nope, he just goes for the meaty fireball. I miss meaty fireballs, man. Back to the fireball
Like I
war
said,
here.
not that easy to jump around as Ryu.
And it's not even that easy to throw fireballs against DJ because DJ's jump is kind of a low arc.
Yeah.
He can hit roundhouse in the air at an earlier point of his jump and still hit Ryu in the face.
Yeah, and it's got great range. So now Damdai has the corner. It's quite far away, but he was ready for it. He was looking exactly for that.
Put that jump roundhouse back where it came from. Oof. All right, back to the fireball war here. Ooh, okay, not sure if that uppercut was on purpose, but that felt a little more intentional that time. Now to the corner. So Damdai has Afro Legends in the corner here, and beautiful
Here we go.
job, yeah.
And of course, he's not going to go all the way in. There's more of a threat here at this range than being right up close. And he's controlling things. Oh! Afro gets out.
It's so crucial to block those
throw.
cross-ups too, because if DJ hits you with a cross-up, it is almost guaranteed death at that point in time. DJ has such a high stun potential in that situation. And if you're ever stunned by DJ, one machine gun upper combo and that's it. It's game over.
People call them the touch of death, those TOD combos.
Yeah.
So it's super close, even still. It was very close the first time these two played, the first set. Now, 1-on-1
It's
again.
really interesting too, because Damdai went with new Ryu to counter the DJ, and he wasn't successful there. But the old Ryu, which he didn't want to play, did work out. And look at this, it's still working out for him.
Yeah, he's happy to take that trade.
Oh,
Totally happy
yeah.
to take that trade. That puts Appalachians back into the spot. Oh, he wanted the machine gun upper.
Yeah, a little too. Oh, okay. See how hard it is to get those combos like that.
It is. Yeah,
And
that's why
why
Damdai went for the grab right there.
if the opponent is standing and you get hit by a jump attack, all hit stuns are basically the same thing as a light attack, which is why it's so hard.
Damdai moving up just a little bit. Again, you see he's not moving all the way forward. Doesn't want to pressure right up close necessarily. He wants to be at this range where the opponent either blocks or gets hit by fireballs. Either one's fine, because the block damage is so legit. Safe, meaty, down strong.
Oh boy.
Damdai just really
Yeah.
controlling things now.
This is what you do with Ryu. But gotta watch out for that super now.
Oh yeah, you know what? Here it comes. A little bit of pressure.
Okay.
Damdai
Good
blocking it out.
patience. Oh, he was hoping that Damdai was just gonna throw a fireball after that block, because that's definitely something that you try to do. But look at this, Damdai now up 2-1. And are we gonna have exactly what I wanted to have?
Maybe we will.
Both of them winning one. All right, here we go.
Interesting too that each game so far has been 2-0 in rounds.
And now switch to Balrog here, so we might see a little bit of that air Tatsu shenanigans here.
Right, if Damdai gets a strong knockdown, I expect that to happen.
Because the weakness of the headbutt is long startup, right? So if you do that air Tatsu at the right height, it's basically a safe jump against the headbutt as well.
Yeah, which means that Boxer has to block in that situation.
Right.
So will he go for it?
Oh, okay.
Super's
Wake up
one way to
super,
deal
yeah,
with it.
smart. Okay.
So
And
very
Damdai
important for
knew
Appalachians
too.
to already have super.
And Damdai knew it too. He didn't even do anything in the air. There it is. Okay.
Yeah, happened to block.
Yeah, but like you said, you're still in the mix-up.
Right, it's not over. Yeah, he's not just blocking for no reason. Oh, okay. And then the reversal grab comes. That means it's match point Damdai.
Remember, throws are one frame in this game, so they will always beat meaty. So if you can time it, you're going to get that throw. Oh, just
Yeah, perfectly
pixels
placed.
too slow.
Ready for the anti-air was Appalachians. He tries to move forward, punish.
Knocks down as
This is where he
well.
wants to be.
All right, here's that throw. This is what we saw from him. Oh, he missed it again. but-
Punish.
Yeah, he's probably just going to super here. Oh, no, he didn't. I thought he was just going to try to get him down to almost no health.
Well, he still presents a huge threat.
Yeah.
It's not enough. Anything will do it, though. Damdai knows it. When's the Dragon Punch coming? And he just guesses wrong.
And I love the fact that when he activated the super, he went with the kick one first, just in case Damdai jumped. So he did that, and then, because Balrog's one of the only characters that can change his super a little bit, and he can change it between the uppercut and the straight punch.
Still match point for Damdai, but Appalachians has the positioning.
Oh!
Comes the knockdown, blocks it, but yeah, again, it's grab or not.
And again, we have seen Afrolingus
Oh, no.
so much. Oh, he just goes for the regular jump attack. Didn't even go for the unblockable setup
Yeah.
that time. Gotta watch out. Oh, chased him down, but an uppercut from Damdai. And the cross-up Tatsu is gonna take it. And Damdai wins the grand finals here. So he is the Super Turbo 30th Anniversary Exhibition Champion.
Really nice set of mix-ups. You know, it's pretty crazy that that character has an unblockable hurricane
Yeah.
because he comes in. But part of why you go for the regular jump-in sometimes is that one way to deal with that is to get hit by the unblockable Tatsu, and then that loop is over.
Right.
But that means that if he does a regular jump-in, then you get hit for big damage. So
Right,
it's a
right.
weird mix-up that thing presents.
Yeah, but don't forget, 30th Anniversary Collection here, Street Fighter, available on all the different platforms there on PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and PC on Steam as well. So go ahead and live in a little bit of nostalgia right there. And honestly, if you've never played them before, it's worth picking up and just kind of getting that history lesson there.
Agreed.
12 Street Fighter games on there, so that's actually really cool.
I'd love to see more of that. I think that's really great. Let us know and let Capcom know if you would like to see more of ST or the other games that are in Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Edition as well.
Yeah, if we can get Super Turbo and like Third Strike into the official Capcom Pro Tour, come on. Actually, we should just talk to the people here.
They may be in the, right behind us. Yeah, I don't know. Again, congrats to Damdai. It was exactly what you said. Afro Legends won the first one, then Damdai comes through. Very cool, though, as well, to see Alex Valle play. Very cool to see John Choi play. Those guys are legends, and in watching this, it's not just the history in the games like you were talking about, but really nice to see the players themselves who have played such a big role in the development of the fighting game community.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And these matches were a lot of fun. I mean, let's take a look at a couple of the highlights from these matches here. Oh yeah, the joystick. Oh, even the bat top joystick.
Do you understand the arm strength required to operate that machine?
Here's Afro Legends right there again. Oh, the damage. And again, that's one of the nice things about, these older games, the high damage that you got in here. And, that's not even to say, like, a game like Super Turbo doesn't have, like, weird balance issues and stuff. But
of course,
the game is just, it's so frenetic and it's so fun, Here we go. Yeah, just ate that super. Yeah. Appropriate reaction.
Yeah.
You saw right there, and really no escape that Damdai could have out of there.
There you go.
It was the cross-up that took it. Damdai, Afro Legends, two players very familiar with each other. So
there you go.
The players on the stage right there. Definitely
shout outs to the players. Thanks for showing up, guys. That was a blast.
Again, that's Alex Vai, John Choi, Damdai, and Afro Legends. 4 amazing players, long history in Street Fighter. And again, like I said, I've seen a few of these guys here. I very rarely see John Choi, so it's in particular very happy for me to see Mr. Choi here at Capcom Cup.
Awesome to see. I always have a blast watching the game, playing the game, commentating the game. It's a treat to do it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So like I said, if you guys are interested in learning about Super Turbo or Alpha 2, Alpha 3, Third Strike, any of these games, pick up the 30th Anniversary Collection, available on all the platforms right now.
All right, thanks everybody. Thanks for watching. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with some pretty cool stuff after this.